Dear Gina and Poe, I want to remain anonymous. Last year I got my heart broken. We broke up because she wanted to figure out her life. Me and this ex are still friends. I am currently taking it very slow with someone new. Things are going steady with us, and we are trying to figure out if we want to make things exclusive and pursue a future together. We started talking in July 2024. The ex who was supposed to be in game but broke my heart knows about my new friend. When my ex calls, she makes comments like, I'm ready to come home, or I'm tired of being outside. I guess she sees that the grass isn't greener outside as it is in the house. I also can't really take her seriously fully because the same ex she said she was over, she went and slept with shortly after we broke up. Is this unforgivable? I'm confused on how to navigate my new life with my new boo. I don't really want to lose my friendship with my ex. My ex was very affectionate and is very charming, and my new friend is very chill and not as affectionate like my ex, but is in her own way, but gives consistency. It's hard to stand on business with someone who you once gave your heart to. I sometimes feel shame for moving on or scared when I was indeed at one point in love. Sometimes people don't really deserve another chance. What advice can you give me in this situation? Signed, Simp Savage. Simp? No way, not Simp Savage. Don't call yourself that.
That's not a simp. Like,
that's
it
not
happens.
a simp.
Like, them exes will try to come back, like, Lord, and then guilt you into like taking them back. And she ready to come home. The grass is not greener.
Greener on the other side.
Outside is temporarily fun.
So I wonder if the ex is trying to get back because they don't know if, and y'all, we don't know if this is a man or a woman who wrote in, and we don't want to just assume. They didn't give us any details. Even the name on here could be a unisex name. So I don't want to, so I don't know. So the person who wrote in, I feel like they might just know, because they know about the new boo, they just are like, oh my God, they done moved on. Even though I smashed my ex soon after.
I need to get back in there because they probably still got 1 foot outside and 1 foot inside. So they like, they might be just trying to hold you on a string until they really figure out what they want to be at. If they still want to be outside or they want to be inside. So they might just be playing. And then if you let this new one go just because she ain't just outside like this other girl, but you like her,
but they're taking it extremely slow with the new boo. It's been almost a year.
Yeah,
the person who wrote in said that it's been since July of 2024 that they've been dating. No titles, it's just boo. And taking it very slowly.
You still want your ex.
That's what it seems like. You're still leaving that door cracked.
Yeah, you're leaving that door cracked, and you don't really want to let this new person go, but you still, there's some hope for you and your ex, because there's no way a year later you still don't know if you really want to be with your ex. You would know. And then you got this new girl that you said is not bad. Like, she just
not bad, just not
chill.
As affectionate and just more laid back and chill, you know. Ooh. And then they said that they thought the ex was going to be the end game, like the forever.
You still want your ex. Don't hurt the new person in the middle of, if you're going to go back, you might as well go ahead and go now.
But it wasn't a bad breakup either. So it was just the ex saying, I need to figure out life.
But the ex ended up cheating.
Well, not cheating.
They ended up sleeping with it. So she didn't cheat, really.
She didn't cheat. No.
I think you need to go back to your ex and figure things out before you open up something new and hurt that new person that you've been dealing with for a year. Even though there's no titles, but for a year, it's some
feelings are involved. 100%. 100% emotions are involved. Yeah. So I feel like give the ex another chance.
Yeah, give the ex. She didn't cheat, and you said
wasn't a bad breakup.
Wasn't a bad breakup. She been outside. Of course, she's single. When you single, you gonna be outside. Yeah. You never know what she gonna do once she get back over there. And you see that she's saying that it ain't greener outside. She want to come back. So I think you let this new person go before you hurt them, and go ahead and go back with your ex. Now she burn you or whatever. That's your.
Don't blame us.
Don't blame us. But I think you still in love with your ex.
Yeah.
You still very much so in love with your ex.
I think
Y'all
that
still
it deserves a
communicating?
second. Yeah, you still communicate. That deserves a second chance.
Yeah.
It wasn't it wasn't no abuse, cheating, and all that. So I feel like it deserves a second chance. Yeah.
Yep. I think the
Yeah.
same thing. Going back with your ex. Sorry to this new person.
Sorry to the
Sorry.
new person. Yeah. Then you just a casualty in this game of love. Sorry.
It happens like that, but don't drag it out.
Oh, don't. Yeah. That's the worst thing you could do is drag it out with somebody. Oh my God.
Ask the aunties, age 27 and trying to figure out life. Hey, Jen and Poe. Hey.
Hey.
I'm a 27-year-old female, single, born and raised in Dallas, Texas, and live in my childhood home with my older brother who is 29 years old. Both of our parents are deceased. My dad passed away when I was 16, and my mom passed away when I was 22. And for the past 5 years, it has only been the two of us, and neither of us are in relationships or have kids. As the youngest sibling, I feel that I have taken on more responsibilities in the household, and being a homeowner has its challenges, and it's never easy. It has also come to a point that my brother and I came to the decision to sell our home and eventually go our separate ways. We have never lived on our own before, and I know that it's time that I focus on myself and my happiness, when I have always put other people's needs before my own. I am currently trying to figure out the calling that God has in my life, but with no friends and less family around, it can get lonely, leaving me into a deep depression at times. Have either you ever moved out at an early age and lived on your own? And if so, how were you able to get through it? Just to add a little bit more background, I do work remotely in healthcare and have done solo trips as I enjoy attending concerts. I am also thinking about furthering my education in nursing or massage therapy in the future while waiting for God to send my future husband. Thank you both for coming together and giving us an amazing podcast, as I enjoy listening to Curves and Convos every Friday at the gym, as it is the highlight of my morning. God bless you both. Oh, thank you.
Thank
You're so sweet.
That is so sweet.
That is so sweet. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Okay, so both parents are deceased, unfortunately. Her and her older brother, who's 29, she's 27, they share a house. He wants to now sell the house and go their separate ways, and she's never lived alone. Oh, wow. Well, when did I live alone? My first time living completely alone, I never have. I've always had kids, so I've never been completely alone.
Me either. My first apartment was with my kid's dad. We lived there for 10 plus years, and it wasn't different apartments, but we lived together for 10 plus years, and then I lived with my kids by myself.
Yeah.
Then my next relationship, and then right now I'm with my kids, so I've never lived completely alone.
Never. I've never done that.
But weekends, I would say I'm alone on weekends. Some weekends when the kids are gone, like...
Yeah. So when it was just me and my oldest son, and on weekends, he would go with his dad pretty much every single weekend. I would say I was in my like mid-20s at that point. I guess it didn't feel like being alone, because I just knew, okay, drop him off Friday, he coming back Sunday. I only have 48 hours.
My kids, they're back. Why don't you have any friends?
Yeah.
Like one friend? You don't have any friends? Like, you said you like the solo travel, and
she goes to concerts by herself.
She goes to concerts. I don't know why you don't have any friends. Like childhood friends in school, work friends.
No, she works remote.
Oh, you work remote?
She works remote. Yeah. That's a hard one. That's really a hard. Are you an animal person? Would you want to get a dog?
Right. Dogs are like little human beings.
That's a companion for real. Yeah.
Dogs would a dog trying. Do you like pets? I don't know if you like pets, but a dog would definitely be a companion. Just right now, until you meet your future husband, you moving by yourself. You'll have somebody to come home to, keep you busy, walking them outside and playing with them. So I think a dog will do. If you can't make no friends, like,
because I've always had so many friends. Like,
that's the thing about it too. My friends would come over. I go to my friend's house. So it was like, once my kids gone, I like to do my weekends around my kids. So I always have something to, not be at home just alone, which is pretty cool sometimes, being home chilling alone. But I'm going on dates with my friends and stuff. So
Oh yeah, I hate to hear
Didn't
that
want to leave me that deep.
because we've never been in that situation, so it's just hard. But